Okay, good morning, everyone. Assalamualaikum, and a very good morning again to everybody. Okay, I would like to welcome all of you. Welcome back to the second part of the semester, and we are going to immediately jump straight into your next assessment because we have quite a number more to go before the end of the semester. Yeah. Okay, so the next task that you are going to do is you are going to read on a short story in which is going to test some is going to test on your critical thinking skills as well as your ability to decipher some symbols and metaphorical messages depicted in the short story. Yeah. Okay. So the title of the short story that you are going to study is Heels Like White Elephant, and this is written by Ernest Hemingway. It is who is a famous writer, and you can Google him to know more about who is this Ernest Hemingway. Yeah. Okay, so next, okay, course learning outcomes. Okay, hopefully in the next 2 weeks, we are going to focus on this short story. And hopefully by the end of the 2 weeks, okay, or this unit, you'll be able to know the different types of literary devices used in the short story. You are able to analyze the short story critically and identify its themes and characterization, as well as you are able to relate the themes depicted in the story to current issues. Yeah, so these are the three learning outcomes that we hope for you to achieve by the end of this unit. Okay, just to give you a preview on what this short story all about. Okay, this amazing short story is written by Ernest Hemingway, which is the epitome of the show don't tell writing. Okay, so in order for you to understand further what does it mean by show don't tell type of writing, you have to read the short story first in order to get the whole picture of this whole concept. The story is only a few pages long. If I'm mistaken, there are only 3 pages. Yeah, or is it two? Okay, so perhaps that could be a bonus for you where you don't have to indulge reading long short story. It focuses on conversation between a woman known as Jake and a man that we assume to be her husband or her boyfriend. At a glance, this short story focuses on the importance of communication and how important it is to keep a consistent two-way interaction between two human beings. Yeah, and of course, there's more to the story, and I shall let you discover what else in the story on your own. Okay, all right. Um, in pertaining to task one, which carries 5% of your carry mark, you are to read the short story given. Okay, I will give you the short story through our WhatsApp, as well as it is also available in our Microsoft Teams under the class files of week 8. To help with your understanding, you are encouraged to conduct a research on your own about this story, because Ernest Hemingway is such a famous author, and this story is also very well known. So there are almost thousands of resources out there for you to refer to in order to aid your understanding about the story. And honestly, I would say that the story is quite straightforward. However, like any other literary works, it is laden or heavily burdened with symbolism and metaphor, which of course you need to decode and decipher. Yeah, so it's about reading between the lines and trying to understand what sort of messages that the characters are trying to portray or trying to relate to the reader. Okay, here are some YouTube videos that you can refer to aid your overall understanding. Okay, so you can follow these 2 links here as I have given. There are also some other videos available on YouTube. Feel free to explore those videos in order to get the visual picture of the story. Okay, so I expect for you guys, of course, to be independent while embarking on this task. Yeah, but of course, okay, you can always ask me any questions pertaining to anything that you misunderstood or you feel vague about. Yeah. Okay. The first task that you are to do is, after you have read the short story, you are required to make a reflective video about your understanding of the story, and this video should last about 1 to 2 minutes only. It doesn't have to be long because it's just a reflective video. Yeah, in your video you are to address these two questions: do you like the story, okay, and then, or do you dislike the story, do you understand the story, do you find the story a bit vague, okay, or do you find the story confusing? So you are to state your reason pertaining to your personal experience while reading the story. And the second question you have to address in your reflective video is, in my opinion, Heels Like a White Elephant or Heels Like White Elephant dealt on the issue of dot dot dot. Okay, so this one here, based on your understanding, I want you to give an original answer based on your understanding, based on your how you decipher the story, okay, and you can relate to the symbolism, you can relate to certain lines from the story to support your argument about what the story is all about. Yeah, and for this task, you have about uh, today is Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday. You have about 4 days to complete this task, in which this task is due on the December of 11th, 2020, which falls on a Friday, and I give you the time due until midnight to upload your video, your reflective video. And your reflective video is to be submitted over in our Microsoft Teams in under the assignment section, in which I have prepared a assignment thread pertaining to this task for you to upload the links to your reflective video. Yeah, if you encounter any problem, please come forward, please tell me whatever regarding whatever issues that you are that you have to deal with that could obstruct you from submitting your video on time. Yeah, so we can always, I'm keeping an open channel of discussion, and we can try to resolve the problem as it comes. Yeah. Okay, so that is task 1, which is due on Friday, December 11. Um, Task 2 that you have to do is pertaining to this short story is tomorrow, which carries another 5 more percent, in which you are to take an online quiz to test your overall understanding about the story and its literary elements. Okay, the online quiz, I will give you the link through our WhatsApp group for you to complete. Roughly, the online quiz could have about 10 to 15 questions pertaining to the short story. Okay, and the questions could be to test your comprehension of the short story, to test about the literary devices that exist in the short story. Okay, so you need to read and then be prepared for the quiz tomorrow. Okay, so that quiz alone carries another 5% of your overall carry mark for this particular unit. Okay, all right, next is video presentation task, which is task 3. This carries quite a big number of your carry mark, which is 10%. However, I will reserve my explanation about this task tomorrow after you have embarked on your online quiz. So students, please stay tuned for my next instruction regarding your task 3. Okay, all right, next what I want to show you is the literary devices, the poster on literary devices that I have prepared for you to help you to guide you in understanding on how short story is put together. Okay, and all the elements that have to be in a story or any novel in order to attract the audience. Yeah, so you can read this on your own. I have shared this as well over in our Microsoft Teams, in which these literary devices comprises of plot of the story, setting. Okay, you can read this on your own. Types of setting, conflict. Okay, and then what are the types of conflicts that normally occur in a literary text, character and characterization, as well as the themes. So you can read this poster, this infographic on your own to help you further to understand the elements of a short story that normally integrated into a literary work. Okay, all right, students. So I wish you all the best of luck in tackling the two first tasks pertaining to this short story. One, the reflective video, and two, the online quiz that you are going to take tomorrow. Okay, so start reading, okay, start browsing, start watching the YouTube links that I've given to you, and hopefully you can come up with a impactful, high quality reflective video, as well as scoring full marks for your online quiz tomorrow. Okay, good luck, students, and I will see you soon again. Bye.